Yo, what's good, everybody? Hold on, let me switch over real quick. All right, what's up? Yo, boxing video game wish list. Where Fanatico at? I'm right here, baby. I'm right here. All right, how's everybody doing, man? How's everybody doing out there? Ooh, I love doing it. Yo, even if there isn't much to talk about, I love doing these lives every month because I feel like it gives something to the community to look forward to. Especially since, there's been not too much coming from Steel City Interactive. We used to look forward to the monthly updates. You know what I mean? So this is a good way to have something to always look forward to. That's why I'm always going to stay consistent with these monthly wrap-ups. But yes, we need to start talking about January. So how do you guys feel so far about ESBC? How you guys feeling about ESBC in January? What's you guys opinion about ESBC in January? Hold on, let me pull this up, make sure everything's on the up and up. We got everything going good. All right. We got King Ju saying fake game. Anybody else with with a more productive thing to say other than what King Juice is saying? Why are people in an uproar over a small indie company with a delayed game when major companies in the last 2 years have been having problems, especially with COVID restrictions? One thing that I will definitely say is that ESBC is 100% put on a pedestal that no other company gets put on. You know what I mean? Like, for example, I use this example a lot, but Rocksteady Games, they announced Suicide Squad. They've given us 2 trailers, if that, ever. One of gameplay, the other one was cinematic. But nobody says anything about that. Nobody says anything about God of War Ragnarok, where we saw one gameplay of that. And it took a long time before we saw the one gameplay from that game. Same thing with God of War. We only saw the one gameplay. I think what happened is that they set an expectation. And because they set an expectation in the beginning, a lot of people want that. It's like a little kid. If you give them, candy every Friday, and then one Friday you don't give them candy, they're gonna be like, "Yo, what's up, man? Yeah, you a horrible person. You not giving me candy on Friday." It's like, yo, calm down. No other kids regularly get candy on Fridays. I was just doing that to be nice. It's the same thing with ESBC. They were doing it to be nice, and now everybody's like using it against them, which is kind of messed up. But hey, man, it is what it is. They would get way more info. They would get way more info than they have now. Is this Ed ain't seeing me? LMAO. I see you, Quan. I see you. If those games get delayed, people will be mad as well. Yeah, but would they though? Because that happens literally. There's really never a game that doesn't get delayed. Almost every game, if you think about it, gets delayed. Sifu got delayed. So many games get delayed. God of War was delayed. Nobody was in an uproar. It was supposed to come out last year. They said next year, 2021, and it didn't come out in 2021. So that got delayed. So I don't know, man. I think people put ESBC on a pedestal simply because of how they started, because they were so generous. Now it's like, bro, no, you used to give me candy on Fridays. I don't care if other kids don't get candy on Friday. I want my candy on Friday. And that's what we're getting right now. I do want to touch on one thing before we get into the news for the January, which this stream will end at 1:30. Just a heads up, these are 1 hour streams. So I do want to get into something. Yes, I do feel that it it has been a little bit dry in respects to Steel City Interactive giving us stuff. And I do have frustrations with that because I feel that they should be giving us fan service. Like, I think there's arguments that are made like, oh, well, they don't really need to show us anything unless, you know, they're going to try to ramp up for marketing to hype up the game to get it at the peak hype before they sell it so they could get the best pre-orders, so they could get the best purchases. And I 100% agree with that. But I also do believe in fan service where you do something where it's not necessarily for the sake of selling more or getting more people on board, or if you get those residual effects from it, great. But really, it's just a thank you, a love letter, you know, to the people that's been here for a while. I mean, we've been here since 2020, and you're talking about the game and the community as a whole, because the content creators are no one without the community. The community is what makes the content creators. So basically, it's not even so much the content creators, but it is the community. And I think that giving fan service, you know, that's important. Even if you're not trying to sell, it's not so much to sell it, but just like a thank you, right? But with that being said, we have to be fair in the narrative. People saying that they went radio silent, and I probably, to a certain extent, I have a little bit to blame in that narrative. They haven't gone radio silent. I don't know why the Roy Jones trailer goes over people's heads, but that is a trailer that shows that they are still developing the game. And that trailer came out in December. So they haven't gone radio silent. We have to be more specific when we talk about what we want from them. They haven't given us a gameplay trailer, an additional gameplay trailer on their YouTube website. That's what we haven't gotten from them. And we should be a little bit more honest when talking about what, you know, the information coming from Steel City Interactive and what we have gotten and what we haven't gotten. Don't try to spin it and say we got nothing from them. They've been super quiet and this means something's wrong, when that's not the case. They gave an exclusive to SGO, and that exclusive came out literally last month. So it's not the case that they've gone radio silent. However, that doesn't excuse the fact that we need a gameplay trailer to actually whet our appetite for what we want from ESBC. So I just want to put that out there before we move forward. And Bajan Archer, thank you so much for this. I guess is it a super chat, or I guess it's a super chat, but €179 super chat, I guess, or donation. I don't know. It's not showing up here. So, but yeah, thank you so much for that, man. Thank you. Much appreciated. If you can cut weight using sauna suit, ESBC will be fire. My man wants a deep experience. I think that's a little bit too deep. I think we want too many things where the game will probably never come out if we continue to ask for all these different things. I feel like the longer they wait, the more potential there is for disappointment. If it doesn't feel good on release, I got my mom waiting to play this too, and she is upset with Steel City Interactive. Bravi's mom is upset with SCI, man. Damn, SCI. That's when you really know you messing up. When you got people's moms getting upset. When you got people's moms getting upset, man, that's when you know you messing up. They have gone silent, which is really a good sign. I predict a release date this year, 100%. Yeah. Yeah. I predict a release date this year too. I'm hoping that something comes out. I'm kind of leaning into what Brian Mazik was stating. Maybe in the May area. But we'll have to wait and see. I will feel more comfortable with that prediction if we get a gameplay trailer in the next few months or so. And I said early summer. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm hoping. We need more updates gameplay wise. Want to see what they're improved since the last trailer would be nice. Yes, and the last trailer was when? When was the last trailer? July. The last trailer was in July. That is no joke, bro. That is absolutely no joke. That is such a long time ago for a trailer. Y'all see me? Yes, we do, Jason. Yes, we do. People be coming at chat asking release days and is literally spamming. Yeah, that's funny because, bro, I wish I knew, bro. I wish I knew, and I wish I could have that, sense of ease to know that it will be coming out this year. But I could only venture a guess, guys. And I don't even, and this is a new company, so we don't even have anything to base our predictions on. I've predicted in the past that it was going to come out in quarter one of 2021. I was way off. I mean, they stated that they were going to release in December, and then they changed plans. But all of their delays have been with justification. Like, they've explained all of their delays. People are pretending that they've delayed it 5 times. That's absolutely not true. They've literally delayed it 2 times. One, because they were no longer an indie company and they expanded into AAA, so they decided to push it from the December release, which was going to be a game that was going to be okay, but not a game that was going to be mind-blowing, right? That was when we got the Alpha Footwork trailer. And then they moved on and never stated when they were going to release. They stated later in the year, or later in the earlier part of the year of 2021, that it will release in the summer for early access. But my actual theory is that they canceled early access and they're going to release the game as a full release, because early access is it's a monetization model to get money for the game when money is needed. So you bring out the game pretty much broken and incomplete, and it's a horrible first impression, but everyone's okay with it because we know that it's the early access. But they rather come out and be more professional, in my opinion, and come out clean with a full release. But that doesn't mean that we're not going to get something before the release comes out. We probably get like a beta to stress test the servers and all that stuff. We might get a beta out, but a beta is going to come out like months before or something like that, or a month before. It's not going to come out a year before the game releases. That was going to be the benefit of early access. Early access was a heavy possibility in the summer if they would have stuck to early access, because they wouldn't have to have given us all of the different features. It would have just been a short list of fighters, just a few features from the game, and then they would have expanded on it, and eventually maybe a year and a half later, they would have came out with the full game, or it would have updated itself all the way into the full game. Just want the game to come out, just to criticize and complain and saying they ain't gonna buy it. They know they're gonna buy it, saying the game is fake, ain't affecting ESBCRS. Yeah, they're trying to use reverse psychology, but it isn't going to work. There's no such thing as reverse psychologying. That's not a word, I just made that up. But there's no way of doing that to a full-blown company that already has a roadmap and understands what they're trying to do. Some dude said that there was a vid on TikTok with the devs and leaked footage. Apparently, it was on one of their personal accounts too. I heard about that. And from what he said, but take this with a grain of salt, because he said that he saw this leaked footage. From what he said that the punches in the background, from what he saw, looked super good. And I know this sounds like some type of PR stunt, but he said that they looked super good and completely like redesigned, and that they looked sharp and everything, and he couldn't believe it. He thought it was a real fight until he looked closely and he saw that it was actually the gameplay and people were playing ESBC in the background. And then that got deleted. But that's what he said. Take that with a grain of salt. I'm not sure if that is the case or not, but if it is true, then yeah, that's cool. That's a cool thing. The way I said it sounds like a lie. The way I said it does sound like a lie. But the way it was written, Like, he commented on my video. The way he wrote it, it sounded like it was real. He was like, it was two people talking. One person was doing audio, or it looked like they were doing commentary. And it was like, he said that there was a bunch of stuff there that it made it seem like his story didn't, like, I've seen people make up stories and I could like immediately spot it. Like, oh, that's a made up story. The way he said it, is it possible that it was a made up story? Absolutely, 100% possible. But it just seemed like a realistic thing that he was talking about. It didn't seem like, he said he saw it on TikTok when he was scrolling, and there was two people that were doing an audio with the commentary, and he saw it in the background. He thought it was a real fight. It just was written in a very kind of realistic scenario. But he could be lying. He could absolutely be lying. But either way, we'll know if the punches have been changed dramatically if we see a gameplay trailer. ESBC, Steel City Interactive. Where you at? Where you at? Aimbot, you here? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and look at, by the way, we got 138 people here. Please hit the like button and please hit the subscribe button, because we are trying to grow this community. I want to make sure that when this game releases, there's no doubt in anyone's mind, in any other company's minds, in terms of making boxing video games, in terms of the boxing video game landscape. So please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, because we're going to push for boxing video games super hard on this channel. Every single one of them. Of course, ESBC is leading the charge right now because they're the ones that's closest to release and have shown us the things that we like to see. But come on, guys, let's grow this community and make sure that boxing video games just get put on the map. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at some of the stuff here. Let me see, I'll pull this up. The things that they have talked about. Now, we have a few things. One thing that we're not going to see, because I just can't find the footage, is the Sonny Edwards motion capture. I just can't find that footage for some reason. The Sonny Edwards motion capture, I can't find it. But everything else we're gonna go ahead and talk about. Seafood drops soon. I already pre-ordered my seafood, so I'm gonna get it on the 6th. I'm gonna be able to play it on the 6th, because if you pre-order seafood, just in case you guys don't know, if you pre-order seafood, you get to play it 48 hours before release. I'm excited for the game, but no rush. February is a damn good month for gaming, enough to keep me busy for a while. February is being arguably considered the greatest month of all time in terms of video game releases, which is insane. Because what? Elden Ring is coming out, Horizon Forbidden West is coming out, Sifu is coming out. What else? A bunch of games is coming out for that. So it's crazy, and it's like for people from all different walks of life and things that they like. For example, even though the Pokemon game, the new Pokemon game, just came out like not too long ago, kind of pushed it into February because it's all kind of close together, and you know that there's a huge market for that. So Dying Light 2, yeah, it's really being considered one of the greatest, if not the greatest, month in video game release ever. So I could see that being a good argument. Team Batman Boxing, to be honest, everything we have seen so far should have been added straight away. Actually, they have shown very little at all. I wouldn't, no, they have shown very little at all. Compare how much they've shown us to how much we've seen from Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, from how much we've seen from God of War before God of War was released. We only saw that one gameplay trailer from God of War. We've seen already 3 full-length or 2 full-length commentary style gameplay videos from them, 1 sizzle reel gameplay video from them, multiple different snippet videos from them. I wouldn't say that we've seen very little at all. I think that that's gaslighting the situation. Do we want more? Yes, but let's not pretend like we haven't gotten 2 audio commentary video game gameplay trailers. When they were showing us the feints, when they were showing us the check hooks, when they were showing us the movement with pressing the D-pad and all that. Don't let your frustration cloud your memory. Exactly. Let's not take away from what they've done. Let's not take away from what they've actually done. The mocap is on Sonny's Twitter. Check the media section. Okay, yeah, I could probably get it from there. Let me see if I could set that up in the background real quick. Let's see, get it from Sonny Edwards. Did he have it on there? If he did, that'll be awesome. Let me see if I can get it from the media section. The thing with Sonny Edwards though is that this man posts a tweet every 5 minutes. So it's pretty difficult to get something from him. It's pretty difficult to get it. Okay, here we go. I got it. It's funny, but it's true, man. It's so difficult to get something from this man or to find something on his Twitter. All right. So we got it down there. So we're gonna go ahead and look at the pictures first, and then we're gonna look at Lyndon Arthur's stuff. All right, remember guys, hit that like button because it's gonna push this video so more people come in here. We can have that community conversation that I love, and hit that subscribe button so we can grow the community. We're at 148 viewers right now, which is amazing. All right, snippets indeed, gaslighting, bro. They could have thrown that clip together in months. It's been years since, and what have they done? Seriously, I want this game as much as anyone here, but no, bro. Yeah, but to say that they haven't given us anything, if at all, that is gaslighting. You're pretending like we didn't get a near 10-minute video of them breaking down the movement with the switch stance or the switch loose footwork, with the head movement, with the multiple point block system. That is gaslighting. That they've shown us more than probably any game company ever before. I'm wilding. More than most game companies before actual release. For example, we didn't see this much from even Fight Night, for example. We haven't seen this much from even Fight Night. Fight Night will give us sizzle reels, and then within like a month it will give us a sizzle reel a month before they give us the demo, and then 3 weeks later we got the game. You can't, like, when you actually pull back and kind of take your emotions a little bit, remove your emotions a little bit away from it, you start to see it like from the outside looking in, and you realize they actually have given us a lot. But what they have done, which I'll give you credit on, is that they've stopped giving us what they used to give us. That I definitely will 100% agree with you on. Like the trailers and stuff, it used to be more frequent. Things used to be more frequent. Fight Night came out and didn't talk for years prior. I don't know what that means. Boxing Fanatico scanned at ESBC. Nah, your boy ain't scanned at ESBC. Hold on. Oh, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much. Y'all probably can't see it on screen, but it was a 79-cent euro super chat. Thank you. Much appreciated, Klepto PSX. Yes, you a legend in this space already, and we don't even got the game. Yeah, Jeremiah, a legend. Is that a good thing? Jeremiah, definitely a legend. He be finding stuff, man. He's a beast. If Jake Paul's in ESBC, I'll literally go insane. Klepto PSX wants Jake Paul and ESBC. I'm one of those people that is neither here nor there. If he's in it, it won't bother me. But I know a lot of purists, they love the gatekeeping. So they're going to be like, no, I don't want him in the game, even though I don't have to use him at all. And if someone uses him online, all I have to do is destroy him because his stats are going to be super low. But I still don't want him in the game because I just want this game to be made for me. And they don't really think about other people. To me, in my personal opinion, I would love to have all of those guys in the game because it wouldn't bother me at all. So when is the game coming out? Valid? We don't know. We hope we're gonna find out soon, but we don't know. They act like Jake Paul just poisons anything boxing. I know, right? Like if he's in it, all of a sudden the game won't work. It won't start up because Jake Paul's in it. So there's a code error. Like, bro, you can still play the game. You could literally just skip through him when you're searching for the multitude of modern fighters that are in the game. What makes me laugh is the underlying loyalty to a game nobody has played sounds weird, and I don't buy that we thought the only licensed boxing game wouldn't be a big game. That's laughable. The only licensed boxing game wouldn't be a big game? What? I don't really understand exactly what you're saying. Plus, there is no underlying loyalty. I've made excited videos about Fight Night Champions 2 from a leaked email. Am I giving an undying loyalty to Fight Night Champion because I'm excited that they're gonna make a Fight Night Champions 2? I feel like Team Batman Boxing does a lot of I don't know, man. You looked at things through a specific goggles where you just have these narratives in your head. I don't know if you actually are really looking at the bigger picture of everything or looking at everything from all angles. I think you're just like, oh, he makes ESBC videos and he seems to be pretty excited in most of them. So I'm just going to go out on a limb and say he has undying loyalty, even though I've criticized ESBC like so many times. Fanatico, have you spoken with the ESBC developers? You don't have to say what you spoke about. Is just curious if they have reached out to you. Yes. They have spoken to me, and I don't believe that that's any secret. But yeah, I've communicated with them. But I can tell you this: nothing in terms of the game's progress or anything like that has been revealed to me. So I'll let you know if they do, or if I could talk to it. I am under NDA with a lot of different creators, so. There's certain things, obviously, that cannot be communicated, but in terms of like the progress of the game, I can tell you for sure that they have not communicated that with me at all. LOL, some people saying Fight Night Champions 2 already signed Mayweather, so therefore it's over for ESBC. Oh my God. Even if Fight Night Champions 2 signed Mayweather, it's like if Mayweather was in Fight Night Champions 1, he would be so trash because he would be so one-dimensional. It would be so unlike him. Because that the Philly show they have in there is like horrendous. It's horrendous. It's not really a Philly show where you roll with the shoulder and counter. It's just a skin. It's a blocking skin. That's how low quality that blocking system was and the Philly show was. It was a skin. Wow, Tenchu under NDA. I know he making bank. Oh my God, King Juice. You under NDA too, King Juice. Stop playing. I make a Mayweather and put him up for free. Yeah, but by the way, that whole Mayweather thing is a rumor. No one knows if that's the truth. No one knows if that's for sure. That's all a rumor. All right, so I'm gonna get lost in conversation if I don't move into the news. Gotta move into the news. That's the whole point of the video. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and move into the news. Let's move over here. Let's look at this right here. All right, so obviously I'm not going to touch too much on this because I already made an actual video on this. But this is them doing the motion capture, which is a twofold system. It shows us that, number one, they are working. But number two, it could be that, whoa, how far are they actually? And hopefully this is just a thing where they are just adding something on top of an already created architecture so that they could just slip this in and it's not something that's like, oh, they're starting mocap from scratch again or anything in that respect. So I'm hoping that's what this is. That's what I'm hoping. But what do you guys think about this? I do want to have this conversation here. What do you guys think about, people like Povetkin being scanned now when Povetkin was announced before almost all of these major people were announced? Povetkin was the first, I would say the first truly major fighter to be announced. This was before Canelo, before, Shakur Stevenson, before all of them. So what do you guys think about that? Wow, we are at 169 right now. Am I frozen? No, I'm not frozen. All right, we are at 169 right now, or 172. You guys are amazing. Keep hitting that like, please. Keep hitting that subscribe. All of that is going to keep driving this into the mainstream. More people could figure out about ESBC, and it grows and grows and grows. So that boxing games gets put on the map. Even if you're an ESBC like hater, right? Let's say you just don't like ESBC. You don't like it. If you're a Fight Night Champion person and you want Fight Night Champion, the best way to make sure that Fight Night Champion even comes out is to actually try to put as much behind ESBC to prove to EA that it's worth their while to make a Fight Night game. Heck, are you? They did a post on. Nah, I get you, team Batman Boxing. I get you. I understand. That's why I said, I get the fact that we haven't got a gameplay trailer, but we can't pretend that we haven't gotten anything from anyone, from them at all. Your dedication to this game is admirable. Yeah, man. Hey, listen, I just want to make sure that we get a boxing video game, bro. Pemby's 4K gaming world. I just really want to make sure that we get a boxing video game in, and I'll do anything possible to make sure we get a mainstream licensed boxing game. Even if it's Fight Night Champions 2, let's say ESBC decides they're gonna scrap it and Fight Night Champions 2 is the game that's gonna come out, I'm gonna be pushing for Fight Night Champions 2 because I don't have a bias to ESBC specifically. I like what they're doing and I like what how the game looks and the direction they're trying to take it. But I just want a licensed boxing video game. And if I'm gonna be honest, I want it to be simulation leaning. I'm more dedicated. I look at the game every day for 2 years now. Yeah, man, for sure. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and look at this here. Hold on, let me pull this up. All right, so. All right, well, let's move on from this. Let's look at the Sonny Edwards clip. This is the Sonny Edwards clip here. Now, this is kind of a cool thing. Everybody was asking, what are these tapes for? I think that these tapes represent the locations of the anatomy of the opponent, right? So I think this is where the head would be located. So he's supposed to aim where the head is here. I don't think that this has any like technological usage. I think it's literally just a measuring thing. They use a ruler to measure where the head will be located, where the body will be located. And notice that there's a tape down here. Right? So there's 3 markers. 1, 2, 3. Does this confirm that low blows? Does this confirm that low blows is a thing? Because there's a tape here. And if you look at Sonny Edwards, he's kind of lined up with that, right? His body is kind of in this area. His head is kind of in this area. And low blow area is kind of lined up. So is this a possible low blow thing? You know what I mean? Let's see here. Let me make sure that this... Oh, can y'all see it? Oh, y'all probably can't even see it. I think it's too pulled back. Hold up, my fault, guys, my fault. All right, so I think y'all see it better here, yeah. So you see the tape here, there's tape here, and if I could pull this up, let me pull this up a little bit so you can see it. Yeah, there's tape down here. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. So it looks like you could, like, these are positions, because if you notice, he's holding the pad right on this tape, and there's probably the body shot, the head shot, and probably low blows. So this probably confirms, if we look at this video correctly, it probably confirms that, or if my theory is correct, it probably confirms that there's low blows that are going to be in the game. All right, so this is him hitting the head. So they're probably setting things up. And then he has to, when he does it, he has to obviously go into a stance because you're going to be controlling the character. You could do anything. You could probably shoot off another combination, but if you don't shoot off a combination, you have to be standing and moving realistically. So that's why he's setting himself like that and going back into a stance, which in real boxing, that would be weird. You're just standing sideways like that and just going into a stance, but it's to allow the freedom, obviously, for the player to do whatever they want. Aimbot answers to the ropes. Hold on, I'm reading all this right here on this side. Leg kicks, not low blows. My man said leg kicks. They're not gonna have no leg kicks, bro. They're not gonna have no leg kicks. And for leg kicks, that tape would actually be lower. If you think about it, actually would be in a lower position. Do you think Charlo brothers going to be in the game? Good luck to your channel. Thank you, Mervin Scott, and I hope that the Charlo brothers are in the game. I want all the modern fighters as much as possible. All right, so let's go ahead and look at the Todd Grisham video. So this is also pulled back. All right, hold on. Let me adjust this real quick for you guys so y'all can see it good. So lower that. All right, there we go. The Todd Grisham video. The Todd Grisham video where Todd Grisham is doing the commentary. So it's not that crazy. He just, yeah. So that's basically what he was doing here. So obviously, when you're doing commentary, there are so many things that need to be inserted. So he's basically just doing the audio for, obviously, whenever you're about to start the fight. And they might pull from this audio to say, oh, look, there's a bell to start round 12 or start round 11. And that's what he's doing here. So that's what we see with the Todd Grisham stuff. So basically, what I've just shown you is the entirety of January news. So what do you guys think about the January news that we've seen so far from ESBC? Do you think it's substantial enough to whet our appetites? I'll give you my opinion, but I do want to see what you guys have to say. Let me go ahead and switch to my face. That way I could pull up all of the chats. Scan, he said, it's been boring. Like, it's been horrible. So it's been boring and horrible. Imagine how good Ali will feel on it. Yeah, Ali's going to feel amazing because of the footwork control and the switching. You see, Ali is not, I'm sorry, this is not a knock on Fight Night Champion. I know I use Fight Night Champion a lot, but Fight Night Champion has to be used because it was the last fully licensed boxing video game that we have. So you have to compare and contrast. To compare ESBC to nothing, it is kind of impossible for me to do in my mind. So Fight Night Champion, Ali moved nothing like Ali moves. He just moved like everybody else moved. Regular, foot was planted, move forward, move back. Everyone's feet was basically the same in Fight Night Champion. However, in the older Fight Nights, like Fight Night Round 3, he actually had his loose footwork, but he didn't have anything else. He was always on loose footwork. And I don't think that that's realistic, because sometimes you sit down on your punches, sometimes you plod forward. You know, you're not always doing that moving like a butterfly style. And with ESBC, you'll finally be able to move in and out between that footwork and normal kind of plodding, more patient style. And I think that that's fantastic because we've never really had the ability to do that in any game before. It's pretty revolutionary. Bivol was scanned. Yes, Bivol was scanned. That was another thing that happened in January. My apologies. Bivol was scanned. I know I wrote it here. Yeah, Bivol scanned, but I didn't pull it up enough in time. But yes, Bivol was scanned. Yes, he was. Let me see something. Let me see if they had that here. Let's see. Let's pull up ESBC. No, they didn't post it on their Instagram. But yeah, Bivol was definitely scanned. Yeah. That is true. It's on Bivol's Instagram. All right, let me see how I can pull it up. So pull this. Yep, I got it. All right, so let me switch this over real quick just so that we could go ahead and see this. This is Bivol getting scanned into ESBC. Oops, my bad. There we go. Todd Grisham there saying, welcome to the club. Do you have any idea what it could be? Oh, my fault. So he's getting scanned in the Steel City Interactive. I could tell immediately if they're in the Steel City Interactive location or if they're in the LA location, because the LA location looks completely different. But yeah, look, they're getting his They're getting his body scan, his body scan into the game. Now this is the total stuff. Sorry about that. This is the total stuff from ESBC for January. All right, let's get out of that. And let's go back here. Go back here. Thank you for that, by the way. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Let's see. Thank you for the super chat. $2 super chat by Davon, aka Schoolboy Beats. I need to see more on these career modes. I'm hoping that the next trailer has something to do with career mode, considering that's what they said they were going to do. They said that they were going to do a career mode trailer dedicated to career mode at one point. And they haven't done that yet. So I'm hoping that the next trailer that we get does that for us. Oh, we got aimbot in here. Hold up. Is this aimbot? I think this is aimbot, but he don't got the aimbot photograph. I don't know. What's up, boxing video game? What's going on, aimbot? What's going on? I don't know, guys. Is this really him? Is this really him? He's saying mate, so it might be him. Go ahead and ask him any question you want. He's under obligation when he comes. There's a rule: if he comes into my chat and starts talking, you guys can ask him any question about ESBC, and he has to answer. He has to answer. Guys, don't worry. It's February 26th. Gonna be special. Please wait. February 26th. What are you talking about? Hold up. February 20th. This ain't aimbot. Aimbot will never say something like that. Aimbot will never say something like that. Stop the cat at aimbot. Aimbot would never say something like that. This ain't aimbot, guys. This is the fake aimbot. That's how I know aimbot so well in terms of how he talks and the things he's willing to say, that I know for a fact that's not aimbot. He would never say something like that. He would say February 31st or something. That I believe. I think if ESBC can perfect Ali's style and footwork, the whole game is going to feel good in every aspect. I think that would be cool. I'm not so much of like super hyped on Ali, because maybe it's because I'm desensitized to playing with him, because he's literally been in every single one of these games. But I do want to see him get his just due in terms of the animation. But I'm more excited and interested in how they do the modern fighters. How they're gonna do with Terrence Crawford, for example, with his ability to switch stance on the fly. Is there gonna be some way that could like be unique to him and integrated into the game? How they're gonna do Shakur Stevenson, because his distance control and the way he uses his feet is really, really smart. I'm wondering how they're gonna do that. How they're gonna do Canelo Alvarez with his slick head movement. I'm really interested in the modern fighters more than anything. Yeah, I figured that his account is fake. I figured that it's fake. I figured it's fake. Hey Ed, did Sonny give you any extra info after that interview? We talked like for an hour and some change after the interview, but no, he didn't give me any extra info, because at the same time, they do also, I think that there's a thing where they want to see my natural reactions to things too. And I don't want my reactions to anything that I see get revealed. I want to kind of experience it at the same time that I'm filming it. I want to experience it at the same time that I'm filming it. So I actually tell them, like, on the off chance, all of them have been like, you know, the devs and even Sonny Edwards, they haven't told me anything about the game that hasn't been revealed. But I tell them like right off the jump, like, yo, don't reveal anything, because I want my reaction to be like visceral and raw, because I'm recording it literally as it's getting revealed to me. So yeah, I just tell them like, don't tell me nothing that hasn't been seen or hasn't been shown yet. Fanatico, I just came back. I went to get something to eat. It's all good, bro. We still here. All right, so my reaction to what we've received is I'm still a little bit disappointed, but I don't, it's a very weird thing, man. It's a very weird thing. The reason that I'm disappointed is because I want something specifically from them. I want a gameplay trailer. That's the reason why I'm disappointed. But is it fair to be disappointed? I don't know. Maybe I'm being spoiled. Maybe I'm acting spoiled. But I'm not going to pretend that is not the feeling that I feel deep down inside when I see these things. When it's been a while, I'm not going to pretend that that's not what I feel. And that is what I feel. I feel a certain level of disappointment because I want something more substantial. But I also cannot pretend that we didn't get the Roy Jones, gameplay with his movement and the creation of Roy Jones literally like less than a month ago. So I can't pretend like that didn't come out because a lot of people are using this to gaslight and pretend like nothing has been, radio silent. They have not been radio silent. They've been posting on Twitter like what we saw right with the Terry Harper motion capture and Sonny Edwards motion capture. They've been posting, Todd Grisham has been posting him doing audio for the game, which means he's working on the game, which means the game is still being worked on. It's not a fake game that's never going to come out. So there's so many things that we have gotten, and it's unfair to say that we haven't gotten anything from them at all, but we haven't gotten what I want to get from them. And that's a more honest take on how I feel, but it doesn't change my internal feeling. I could look at it logically, left, right, and center, but my internal emotional feeling is disappointment because I feel that a gameplay trailer has been way overdue. We're closing in on getting back to July. I mean, yeah, it's pretty far, but we already in the same year. We're closing in on it, and we haven't gotten a trailer since July, like an actual gameplay trailer. So that's my feeling towards the January stuff. And I hope that we get a trailer this month. Like, bro, it's what, 7 months? What is it? July, August, September, November, December. Yeah, it's like 6 months, 7 months. Like, come on, man. We need something already. We need something. We're all disappointed, but that's because we got so much last year. That's true. We're going through the terrible twos like a toddler. LOL, they're acting like a normal game company. Yeah. That's the thing. They went from being like super out of the ordinary in terms of how developers communicate with their audience and giving us things every month. Here's a monthly update about what we're doing, and it's like they gave us all of that. That's the candy on Fridays that I was talking about earlier in the stream. If you wasn't here, if you give a kid a candy every Fridays and then one Friday you don't give him candy, he thinks you're the worst person in the world. Meanwhile, every other kid got candy none of the days, none of the weeks. You just decided, hey, this week I'm not giving you candy, man. I don't have candy on me. I'm not giving it to you. Like, that's it. But that kid think you're the worst person in the world because you conditioned him to think that he was going to get candy on Friday. But it's not fair for that kid to say that you're the worst person in the world when actually pulling back and comparing you to everybody else. Because from every other game company, we don't get anything. So, there's my man said 29th February. There's no release date. We don't know any release date yet. We're still waiting for ESBC to release the release date. By the way, everybody that's in here, hit the like button, please. Let's get it up. We have 164 people here, 80 likes. I know we can get it up way more. Plus, hit the subscribe button, guys. Hit the subscribe button so that we can try to grow this community so that whenever these boxing video games come out, they hear us. They know that there's a community that's here. So this will also help other communities grow. In the boxing video game landscape, right? And so we're trying to get like content creators to know that this is something that's viable for them. Dave Vaughn, aka Schoolboy Beast, thank you for the super chat again. $2 super chat. Feel they gave more roster reveals than gameplay. They definitely did. And I think that, you know what I think? I think they have way more roster reveals. Like, there's probably a bunch of like really awesome fighters that have been signed to the game, but they're not doing a roster reveal because they know the backlash that they're gonna get if they do a roster reveal and no gameplay for like the 7th time or 5th time. But I remember you DM'd about trailers every 4 months, and then I put in a video. I'm wondering if they were like, nah, we got to change it up. They're on to us. Maybe they're pretty cynical. Maybe they're like, yo, we don't want to give them any rhythm. We don't want to give them any flow. We don't want to give them anything that they can look at and put a magnifying glass on and think that something's going to happen every single time. So they probably saw that and said, you know what? Instead of coming out in 4 months, let's come out every 8 months. Yo, I just hope that wasn't the compensation, but I feel like they doing stuff like that, bro. I definitely do believe that. I definitely do believe that. DW Edward, I can bot you likes if you approve. Nah. I don't want no bots. No bots at all. Bots is the quickest way. I've been on YouTube for years, guys. I have another channel that I've grown to over 280 something thousand subscribers. So I understand YouTube in terms of growth. Bots, if you guys ever do bots, that's the quickest way to kill the algorithm, because all the algorithm does to grow your channel is to show, oh, how many people are following you, liking and subscribing, but how many of those people are actually watching you. They use your subscribers and your engagement as a sample size for the rest of YouTube, for them to serve you to the rest of YouTube. If this sample size is not engaging with your content, it's going to kill your channel. Like, the algorithm will literally put your channel in a pit where it's going to be nearly impossible to pull it out. Bro, you good? Man said bots. Yeah, nah, never do bots, bro. Never do bots. Boxing Fanatico took 5 years, almost 6 years to pop. Because if it wasn't going to happen organically, it was never going to happen. That's literally how you have to do it. I've said it before, I don't mind roster reveals, but they should at least give us more gameplay. Yeah, absolutely. I want a roster reveal, but I definitely want gameplay first. If they were to give us a gameplay trailer, like a meaty one like they did in July, I could deal with another few more roster reveals. They could keep giving us roster reveals. But I feel like the 4 months, the 3 to 4 month of gameplay, like, I feel like that's like a good grace period. The cool thing is, if they ever drop a good gameplay trailer, like, it's almost like all will be forgiven. Everyone will be hyped and excited again. Everything will be good until, of course, months pass and we don't get a gameplay trailer for a while. Because everybody was hyped when they did the July trailer. Everybody was good. Everybody was relaxed. Everybody was chill. People loved the new roster reveals after that trailer. Everybody was good money. Nobody complained. But after some time passes, people start to complain because it's too long. My man said 15 or 20 minute gameplay. Nah, they're not going to do that. I don't think they're going to do that. I think that's a long trailer. I'm not picky anymore. I'll take anything. Yeah, no, I'm a little picky. Listen, they can do whatever they want. I'm just talking about how I truly feel deep down inside. I'm not going to suppress that feeling and try to PC it, be PC about it and pretend like I'm, nah. This is how I feel. I want a gameplay trailer. That's my truth. That's my truth. Give us a round and be done. Steel City Interactive. Nah, they give us a round. You know what's gonna happen? Months later, people are gonna see. I want to see what a round looks like now. Like, you will never satisfy people, bro. You will never satisfy people. I want to see a ring walk. Anyone agree? Yep, me too. I want to see a ring walks too. We've seen clips of ring walks. We've seen clips of ring walks, like through the first fighter announcement show. They was showing Adelaide walking in. So we've seen clips of it. Was it Adelaide? Yeah, it was Adelaide walking in, and Joe Joyce was also walking in. Sifu be out before release date and WWE 2K22. Well, Sifu's coming out in like 5 days. So yeah, we know for a fact is coming out before release date. And WWE 2K22, I don't know. Hopefully that game doesn't come out before we get the release date. Women boxer reveals would get fans talking. Yeah, that'd be fire. That definitely would be fire. I don't want to see Arthur or Oakley again. I'd rather see their newer signings. Yeah, but Arthur was the one that was used multiple times. Oakley was only used once. So, and I think they also know that if they use a mainstream fighter, that person's gonna be picked apart. Like if there's anything that's off, everyone's gonna be like, he don't move his head like that. He doesn't step his toe in that fashion. He doesn't breathe that way. Look at his breaths. I've timed his breaths when he fights. I look at his chest, and it takes 1.5 seconds before he actually inhales. They not doing him justice, man. They're not doing him justice. That's what I anticipate would happen if they put a mainstream person in there. But me, I'm not super critical. When I criticized the Roy Jones thing, and I ended that criticism with, I still like it. I still like what I see, because just give us the game, bro. Just give us the game. I like what I see. I will take this. I don't care. Give us the game. There's a certain limit to like realism that we have to like just cap it and be like, yo, that's it. We're good. We're good. The dude doesn't have to twitch the way he actually twitches in real life. He don't breathe like that. He don't walk like that. Yo, I'm telling you, bro, it be like that, man. It really be like that. I'm not lying, bro. I'm not lying. All right, guys. We've hit the mark. It is 1:30. I hope you guys enjoyed this monthly wrap-up of January. January was... December was much better than January. I would say that, because we at least got the Roy Jones stuff. But I'm praying that February is an explosive month for ESBC. I'm praying that February is an explosive month. Hopefully it is. Fingers crossed. Let's just hope that something happens. My man King Juice said, nice little wrap up of nothing. Hey, listen, those motion capture pictures and videos, that's not nothing. That's something. That's actually pretty important, because a lot of people think that the game isn't even being made anymore. So to see that actually shows, man, something's going on. Something's happening here. Disappointing month. I 100% agree. I agree. If I go emotionally, it was a disappointing month. Logically, you could argue that. You could argue that it wasn't disappointing. Hey, look, we saw, motion capture stuff, and we saw some commentary stuff. It's there. But emotionally, disappointing. You should do more just chatting streams, answering questions and stuff. They're really good. Well, I mean, every Mondays, I know Twitch is not YouTube, but I'm trying to build my Twitch as well, because I know that when you trying to make sure that a certain game genre is popping, you got to be on all the platforms to represent it. So with Twitch, not many of you guys go over there because it's Twitch, but I'm building my Twitch substantially faster than someone, than the average Twitch goer, especially in this space, right? So we're already at 2,000 something. We're almost going into 3,000 followers on Twitch. So if you like to talk about, ESBC stuff, boxing, and just literally, it's the most chill experience you're gonna have with me, because it's so relaxed and laid back, and it's more intimate because there's not so many people there. Every Mondays from 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I do live streams on Twitch every Mondays, and I post them every Mondays. Oh snap, for sure. I usually have to watch the VODs for that, as UK time isn't. Okay, I see. What's your channel with 200K called? Nope. Remember when I explained how, the people who subscribe and watch or go and engage, and the people that keep watching your videos, I'm never going to cross promote. Boxing Fanatico was never cross promoted with that channel. This channel will never cross promote that channel. So I'm never going to let y'all know, because y'all going to go over there out of curiosity, right? Y'all going to go over there out of curiosity, and y'all going to just like be there for a few seconds, and then y'all not going to care about it. And then that's going to tell the algorithm, yo, look at this influx of people that came and never came back. Yeah, we're going to recommend you less. So unfortunately, no knock on you guys. I would love to communicate that with you, but I'm always working hard on both my channels, not just this one. I'm also working hard on that channel. The only thing I will give you is the vertical, and it is a fitness channel. That's it. That's all you get. Stop playing. You know when this game is coming out, you just want to get a head start. LOL. What? A head start to what? Hold up. A head start. That would only be work if they let me play the game before it comes out. If I just know when it's gonna come out, what's the head start? I don't get the head start. What's the head start I'm gonna get? What's the head start that I'm gonna get? I really don't. I don't get it. Fanatico is secretly a chef with a cooking channel. Ah, man. Yo, this is so fun, bro. Hanging out with you guys is so fun, bro. Hanging out with you guys is so fun. I love this. If you're in that space, you will find it like I did. Yeah. People have found it naturally. And I respect everybody who hasn't said anything, or hasn't put it on blast. I respect that. Anybody who has found it. There's been people that, just by accident, they find it. And even in the reverse, I've had people on that channel be like, yo, aren't you boxing Fanatico? And it's almost like a, what the hell? Because it's completely different stuff. All right, I gotta end the stream. But it was a blast. Thank you so much. Who's my favorite boxer of all time? I'll end with this. My favorite boxer of all time was Sugar Ray Robinson. My favorite current boxer is Shakur Stevenson. All right, that's it. Peace out, guys. And thank you for showing up. Remember, hit the like button on your way out. Hit that subscribe button on your way out. We got 133 people in here still as I'm leaving. Come on, hit that subscribe button. That's a parting gift. That subscribe button. I'll be back next month on the 1st. Every 1st of the month. I think December was the only month that there was so many different things going on with New Year's and stuff. So I wasn't able to do the 1st of the month. But every single month is going to be the 1st of the month for the monthly wrap up. Thanks for the video, etc. Take care. Peace out, guys. I will see you in the next one.